80% efficient furnace. Let's get this thing opened up. Let's see here. Getting any fault codes through this hole. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's a 3-1 flash on the light through that hole. The light's on the board. 3-1. So 3-1 is pressure draft safeguard auxiliary. So one of my safety switches are not closing. Could be pressure switch, draft safeguard, which I think is the spill switch on these. What else? Here, auxiliary limit when used, which I think the auxiliary limit is the one on the blower. Could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Blocked vent shut off when used. Maybe that's the spill switch, because that would be like a blocked vent. Switch to not close or reopen. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let me just see if anything's tripped. See, there's a limit on the blower. It is not tripped. Just want to double check, make sure it's closed and that it has good resistance across the contacts. .1. See if anything's open here. My limit. .3. There's my spill switch right there. This guy right here. And that's open. Oh well, on my spill switch, it's a manual reset. This button right here. There it goes. Spill switch. That's usually a blocked flue pipe. Let's and look at all this stuff down here that's been down in there. I can almost guarantee that there's junk, there's debris inside this pipe, probably especially in that elbow right there. So let's look at that.
Take a look at it. Just look at it. Would you look at that?
You guys ever heard of Ed Bassmaster? YouTuber, he does pranks and stuff. He's pretty funny feller. Man, I don't know how I'm gonna get to that screw. This isn't gonna want to move too easy. It's all strapped everywhere. Start pulling supports. That's stripped out. Enough. There we go. Elbow broke. Am I missing a screw? I don't think so. Put it on there though. She's really on there. Whoa, why would that come off? It's gotta have a screw in it. Certainly don't feel one. Oh well, break it, I don't care. It's coming off over here, I can tell you that. that was screwed very well. I'm gonna shut this thing down. There's the power. That's it. Shut it down, boys. Right here. This will work. This should be my main power right here. Get rid of that. Quit coming on. You can't find a disconnect switch. It comes out of that box and goes down. Anyway, see what's going on in here. This pipe's pulling out, so I know it's come off back here. Had that screw in it, but it barely caught. So it wasn't really doing anything. Kind of want to pull all this off and clean inside of there too. Let's see what we got in our pipe. Our broken elbow pipe. Come on. That elbow's pretty dunked up. I don't see any screws in the elbow, so maybe what I will do, reconnect it up here. I don't want it to break back here anywhere. Reconnect it and then see if we can't pull that elbow out of the bottom and down there. Hold it for now. Kind of want to see how much is in there before I go, you know, disrupting it and beating it out of there. I want to see if that's my block. Oh, there it goes. And this filter is not. I'm gonna wedge something under that to hold it up. Okay, let's see how much is in this elbow. Not that much. What the heck, man? See what's in this pipe. That pipe's not that blocked. Where's my spill switch? Why my spill switch be tripping, man? Can maybe pull it apart at that. Let's go do that. Let's pull this off. The spill switch is typically a bunch of crud in the flue. See if we can't dump this entire pipe out just to make sure it's good. Careful. Do not want to budge. I'm gonna have to get rid of this screw again. Easy with her. I don't want it to break. Let's just see how much stuff. Crazy amount. It's not enough to block the pipe. Certainly wouldn't think. Ha! Yummy! Okay. That's got everything out of the pipe. It really wasn't that much. Oh, nothing crazy. That's all that came out of the pipe. So let's check. Let's check this inducer. I'm gonna take a look at the inducer motor. See what it looks like inside of here. Let's pull the motor out. Here, doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look bad at all from what I can see thus far. Don't really see anything up in here. There's a little bit of stuff in there that's coming out, but it's not crazy amount. There's nothing really in here, so why? I don't see how that's enough stuff to make my spill switch open. I'm not seeing it. It's not a pressure switch, it's the spill switch, which means it's backing up heat. Spill switch right here. Let's pull that out and inspect it, shall we? Oh, that's tight. Get rid of that. Seems definitely popped. I don't know why it's getting so hot. This gasket's not looking great. Might put some high temp silicone on that. Yeah. Everything looks pretty sealed, looks pretty good. So my pressure hose port's good there. I'll run an Allen through it just for fun. Or actually this thing, it's not gonna make a pressure switch. I mean, it's not gonna make a spill switch like this open, but just make sure it's clean while I'm here, huh? It's a pretty old furnace, pretty caked up in there, but it's pulling the heat out. Heat's trying to get pushed through the vent, and if it can't get pushed through the vent up and out to there, then heat gets backed up into this hole right here, and that's what this switch senses and opens. So why is it getting hot right here when my vent is really not clogged? That vent goes down right there. I wonder if whatever's feeding this has like an inducer motor on it, and it could be putting some back pressure into this thing. That would usually open your pressure switch though, not your Not your spill switch necessarily. It really wasn't that dirty. Everything's clear here. I don't see anything wrong with that. You see that rod? I don't know. It's weird. So I'm gonna grab some high temp silicone, put it on this just in case that's sucking air. Still don't see how that sucking air could do anything for that. Anyway, let's say we get this sealed up with some high temp silicant, and then I'm gonna replace that elbow. I have to go pick up an elbow from the shop, replace that. The pipe's all cleaned out. I can't get any more out of it than what's on the ground there and what little bit's here. I'm gonna vacuum this whole thing up, clean it up a little bit, put it all back together. I'm still gonna explore and see what's going on with that pipe down there. If it is maybe some induction stuff pushing back, you know, it's somehow causing it to get pushed back through that pipe and back into this furnace. Maybe that could push the heat back to this spill switch, but anyway, not 100% sure. But anyways, let me reverse all this stuff, clean it up, and we'll test it. Here's a louvered door. So, and this is directly below that area where the pipe came up into the attic. Water heaters, 2 gas water heaters. Those 2 vents go into one. That vent ties in with that one, goes up right there. That is the pipe that comes right up that my furnace is teeing into before it goes out the roof. So that kind of rules out any kind of induction draft pushing back into my pipe from down here. This is all convection draft. So okay, we ruled that one out. Moving on. Alright, we got that all cleaned up, put back together, put all my exhaust pipe back together. I sanded the back side of this rollout, or excuse me, spill switch rather. This is a rollout switch, high and low. Anyway, I went ahead and cleaned that all up, made sure everything was clear up through here, up through the bottom of that. Yeah, pipe's all clean, got a new elbow on it. I use this existing piece. It's extremely thick and strong. It's not even close to being compromised as far as integrity. So reused all that, and yeah, let's fire it up and see what happens. I just want to see what I get on this pressure port right here. I just want to see how many inches water column it's pulling. I mean, I didn't have a pressure switch issue, but I just want to know. All right, turn it on. Oh, bam. Zero it out. Make it call for heat. Let's see here. Pouring 0.666, 0.663. Okay. So I'm curious what this switch is rated for. Anyway, not super important at this time. I just wanted to know for peace of mind. Oop, there it goes. Set this up. Thermostat's calling now. I'm going to write down that number. Let's see, 0.66 pressure port. Okay, now I know. It's going to ignite. Just wonder why my spill switch is, or my spill switch is opening like that. I'm going to let this thing run for a while, and then I'm going to just see if it faults out again. I'll put my thermometer up in here too. I want to see what the actual temperature is up in this area. So I'm going to leave that right there where that switch is. So we'll be monitoring the actual temperature, and then I got to see what this switch is rated at, because that switch could be prematurely failing as well. So I'm going to let this run for a while. I'm going to put the cover on this because I want it to be in its most natural state. And what I do with the door right there. Cover on it and let it run. See, right now I'm only showing 63 degrees there, but we'll watch it for a while. This furnace, I looked at the serial number on it in our electronic program. Let me just confirm it here. Yeah, the serial number on this thing starts out in 1390. So that means this thing is manufactured in 1990. most likely installed within 6 months to a year of being manufactured. So that makes this furnace 34 years old, you know, at least 33 years old. So 33, the magic number. Yeah, 34 years old, 33 years old. I'm gonna do a carbon monoxide test on it just to see if we got anything going on with our heat exchanger. Not that that's gonna have anything to do with this spill switch, I don't believe, but I just want to know because of the age. The proper thing to do would be a CO test. Okay, I'm just kind of watching this, but yeah, I'm gonna go grab my my CO detector and go inside and take a test. It's pretty awesome. 34 years old, and I'm not getting any CO, so it's pretty impressive. Zero parts per million. Go check another register on the other side. Let's just go clear over here. Zero parts per million. So the heat exchanger is good in this thing. I'll usually get it by now. It's been running for 8 to 10 minutes. All right, let's go back up there and see what the temperature is on my spill switch. Okay, I think that's it on this one. We have literally done everything I can think to do. We cleaned out that exhaust pipe, checked the pressure port. I cleaned the back of that spill switch that was tripped. Vacuum cleaned everything up, sealed around the inducer motor. You know, put everything back together, ran it. It's been running for like at least 40 minutes. Haven't tripped a high limit. Haven't spilt that spill switch. So I think that's it. I mean, I don't know. Oh, we also did a carbon monoxide test just because of the age of it, and that checked out good. I don't know what else to do for this thing that we haven't done at this point. I guess time will tell. I will go ahead and fill out an equipment replacement form and get them a quote to replace the furnace just because it's 34 years old. But with no CO and nothing failing right now, I don't know what the heck caused it. I didn't think there was enough stuff in this exhaust pipe to cause that spill switch to trip, but I can't think of anything else that it could have been. If you guys know something that it could have been, please let me know. And I guess we'll call it for now. All right, you guys, I'll see you on the next one.